So I guess we'll just go into the Montana rocks and minerals. A good resource is the Rockhound resource. This gentleman here, Mark Rhea, he's a professional geologist. You can go to his website at rockhoundsource.com. Got a lot of great information on Montana. But he has drilled down on some great places to go look for rocks in Montana. Some of the best places are Yellowstone and Jefferson Rivers and their tributaries. Now, all these areas are not open, so you'll have to check on some of the status, but hopefully we can point you into some great places to go, such as the Spokane Bar Sapphire Mine, Crystal Park, and other extremely popular destinations for rockhounders in Montana. Now, I was there at some rock shops about a couple months ago, and I still have a bag of what is mostly going to be sapphires and dirt to pan through, just waiting for a sunny day to get out and pan that for you so they'll show up good on the camera. But the state rock is the Montana agate. You can see a picture of it here on the top. Very variegated. That's not the only pattern, but that gives you kind of a good palette. Their gemstone is the sapphire, and their state fossil is the duck-billed dinosaur. So that is pretty cool. They're giant. Duck-billed dinosaurs are giant. I think they're one of the biggest, actually. Not as big as a brontosaurus, but very, very big. All right, so some of the places that you want to find rocks and gems and minerals, some of the best places are Crystal Park, Jim Mountain Sapphire Mine, the Jefferson River. Of course, Crystal Park, you get amethyst. The Jim Mine Sapphire Mine, you're going to get sapphires. Jefferson River, you're going to get agate, chalcedony, and jasper. American Bar, you're going to find jasper, garnet, kyanite, which is kind of a blue. You're going to find at the Yellowstone River and Custer County, you're going to find moss agate, which is really beautiful. Looks like there's moss embedded in the agate. Very three-dimensional look. The Pryor Mountains, you're going to find agate and geodes and fossils. The Spokane Bar Sapphire Mine, again, of course, there's sapphires, but that's also a nice gold area. I have seen some claims on eBay in that area. The Livingston area, you're going to see agonized wood and moss agate. And Fallon, you're going to see Montana moss agate. Some really good quality stuff there. At the South Boulder River, there is a lot of quartz crystals. So other rocks and minerals that you find, a lot of rocks in the quartz family. Of course, that's jasper, chalcedony. Also, you have your petrified items like petrified wood, petrified limb casts, and some fossils. Some of the most commonly found collected rocks and minerals in Montana are going to be agate, amethyst, pyrite or fool's gold, quartz crystal, sapphire, all different colors, garnets, petrified wood, ruby, which is a corundum, and also opal. So a lot of great things. He has these areas here are linked to maps, so if you click on them, they'll give you a map for the general area. But if you want to be more specific and find the actual dig site, he is directing you to some books, and he does make some money if you click those. But some of these are pretty good. I'm going to review some of these myself here hopefully soon. Always be safe when you're out collecting. Now, Western Montana, some of the rockhound sites that you might want to check out where we are going to find amethyst, quartz crystals, gold, petrified wood, many other rocks and minerals are available there, is the Narrow Gate Gulch area mines. Now, again, if you click this, it is going to take you to a map, a Google map, that's going to give you more or less some, close to semi-close area of where you're going to be be able to check that out. All right. So let's see here. I was going to tell you about this too. Herkimer diamonds. We'll save that for later though. Let's get back to our Montana. So there is some pyromorphite, which it's a type of agate. At the Confederate Gulch area, there's gold, At the Crystal Park, which is a fee area, so that is someplace you can go collect. You will definitely want to check that out. You can get amethyst, quartz crystals, both smoky quartz and clear quartz. Sometimes you can heat treat that quartz and it will turn into different colors. You might get a blue or a citrine type. I'm not sure for that area, but that is a possibility. At the Argenta area, there's lead and silver minerals, so lots of interesting thing there. Lead is galena. Sometimes you can find some interesting crystals there. Frying Pan Basin, you're going to find corundum, opalized wood, and siliconized wood. At the Brown Lake area, there is some scheelite. And then you've got possible diamonds at the Grasshopper Creek in the gravels, very rare, at the gravels of Polaris. The White Creek area, there's copper minerals there, so you could have potentially some chrysocolla and other copper minerals such as azurite, things like this, malachite possibly in varying qualities. The Winston area along the Beaver Creek, you're going to get lead, silver, and zinc minerals. At the Monarch, there is a pegmatite outcrops there where beryl can be found, which is in the corundum type, ruby type relative. In the Neihart mini area mines, there are several mines that are in this Neihart, Neihart. You're going to find galena, polybasite, polybasite, silver, sporadolite, which is very rare. That is a very rare mineral there. That would be definitely worth. I've done shows on that if you want to look that up. In the Vaughn area, you got gravels that you can look for silicoid wood. The silicified wood is mostly black. French Creek and other areas near Deer Lodge is gold. At the Calvert Hill mine, you've got scheelite, garnet, aquamarine, and tungsten, which can be real pretty. You can get multiple colors there that are really nice. Lost Creek, pegmatite. There is going to be some amnezite there, which can come in blues and greens. At the Georgetown area mines, you've got gold and chrysocolla. At the Jim Mountain sapphire mine, or sapphires, of course. Pittsburgh, many area mines such as chrysocolla, rhodonite, and other minerals. The Rock Creek gravels of West Pittsburgh, you've got quartz crystals and sapphires, which are always nice. At the Black Pine Mine, you've got pseudomorphite, which is a beautiful type of agate. You've got scheelite and stoselzite, which I'm not sure what that is. That sounds like an interesting mineral. The Basin area, you've got silver and gold. Dummerite at Jack Creek, north of Basin. That dummerite is a beautiful blue mineral that is kind of like lapis. We used to call it desert lapis. It can be light blue to dark blue, almost kind of like a purple blue. At the Mill Canyon, there's pegmatite outcrops where tourmaline can be found, various colors. The Corbin area, you've got arsenopyrite, which is a relative of arsenic, so be careful there. Don't want to touch that or lick your hands or anything. Elkhorn Mountain area, you got magnetite, hematite. At the Pipestone area and in the stream gravels, you've got amethyst and quartz crystals. The Whitetail area mines, you've got galena gold, sporadolite, and pyrite. At the Wickens and Clancy area mines, you've got that relative of arsenic again, arsenicopyrite, cerussite, and gold. In the Libby area mines, you've got aragranite, asbestos, vermiculite. You've got tremolite, gold, lead, silver minerals. A lot of interesting collectibles there. In the sylvanite area and prospects, you've got gold and pyrite. The list just goes on and on and on of what you can get here, all the way through these different mines in Virginia City, Cedar Creek, Dry Cottonwood Creek, Gold Creek, Pioneer area, Crystal Mountain Mine, White Cloud Mountain, White Cloud Mine rather, Brown Gulch, Gravels, Butte, of course. Butte, you've got a lot of sapphires and stuff like that. Rhodochrosite and rhodonite in Butte. Beautiful collecting areas. Got sapphires in the dry Cottonwood Creek area by Deer Lodge. A lot of gold areas. Got burl areas in the White Cloud area. So a lot of stuff to do here. Central Montana is about the same. You've got quite a bit of areas to choose from here. From agates, chalcedonies, jasper, concretions, siliconized coral, and fossils in the Bighorn Canyon area. Very nice. You can even get coal in Formberg, coal and pyrite. Of course, the Pryor Mountains, you've got fossils, agates, chalcedony, jasper, petrified wood. Emery and corundum in the Salesville gravels can be found. You've got trilobites in the Horseshoe Hills. No wonder they're called Horseshoe Hills with all the trilobites that have been found there. Agate, chalcedony, opal, petrified wood at the Mount Buckmore. Mount Buckmore near the summit. You've got onyx at Manhattan area. So all kinds of really cool stuff here. Ruby and sapphire at the Hugo Gulch area and pegmatite areas. Probably a lot of claims up there. Be careful. Got some geodes at Bear Canyon, the Pryor Mountains. I'm not going to go through every single one of these, but you can go through and see there's lead and agate and gold. Lots of agate, chalcedony, and chert at the Yellowstone River gravels between Billings and Custer. Lots of gold mining areas, lots of minerals, lots of rock hounding. Eastern Montana, again, really great area to find a lot of agate and gem material. We're going to talk about geodes in a minute, but look at this. Custer County, you've got the Montana agate. In the Hisham Hills, you got moss agate, opal, and moss opal in the Glendive area. That sounds amazing. Crackerbox Creek, you've got more Montana agate, gem quality, high quality stuff. That's where the moss just looks like it's moss in glass. It's so beautiful. Bentonite, which is kind of rare, you can find that at the Alzada area region. And then lots of agate all over the east part of the state. Gem quality in the Fallon gravels at Yellowstone River and its tributaries. And petrified wood, chalcedony, jasper in Terry area, all over in the washes to be found. Now, geodes also can be found in Montana. Here's an example of a common geode. Everybody loves geodes. The geode videos that I do, some of them are my most popular videos. With literally tens of thousands of people, or thousands upon thousands, 10, 20,000 people wanting to look at these because this is a hot item. Everybody loves geodes. The best place is Bear Creek, located in the Pryor Mountains south of Billings. The geodes are typically lined with this druzy quartz and trimmed with black and white fortified agate. And it can be different layers and sometimes different colors. This is the most common one. Yeah, beautiful place to go hunting for agates and even geodes. Crystals and gemstones can also be found. We've talked about that. Here is the aquamarine. Of course, sapphires are spectacular. We're going to talk about a place where you can go and get that. He's also got a section here, rockhoundingresources.com, where you can look up the public land and ownership and see what's open and closed. So that is good to make sure you are not on private land. He's also got some great links to mindat.com. Here is some beautiful Wyoming jade down below. So lots of opportunity to collect. Let's look at this dig site. I think it's right here. Here it is. If you go to diamondmountainmining.com, you can see this Diamond Mountain opportunity. This is not sapphires. I'm sorry. This is my mistake. This is the Herkimer diamonds. They call them diamonds, but they're really fun to dig. And this spot here, you can go get them and dig them up. And Diamond Mountain Mining, there's an adventure here. He offers prospecting experience to this dig site. You're going to find something if you go with this guy. It is located, there's black diamonds, jet black diamonds. That's cool. I've never seen those before. You've got to find all kinds of crystals not found elsewhere in the Herkimer Diamond District. So this is close to that, but not exactly that mine. The Herkimer Diamond formed within pockets of solid dolomite limestone ledge. The hardness of this limestone host rock makes mining them highly physical and challenging process. The crystal-bearing layer in our wilderness dig site is close to the surface of the forest floor, which has been exposed millions of years, and freezing and thawing and all this stuff makes it softer in the ledge to dig up, and you can get them. And here's some examples of some of the ones that they found. You can see here, beautiful. Some of them are smoky. Look at a little citrine in this one here in the middle. Pretty amazing. That one's as big as that lady's hand. Even if she has a small hand, I mean, that's a pretty good sized stone. There's some beautiful smoky diamonds there. So here's the details if you want to go check it out. They've got deals for clubs. It's 25 bucks. They're open possibly 7 days a week. Wow. Groups of 10 or more, you could probably get a deal. Just neat. They've got all the information right here. We can go check it out and go dig these Herkimer diamonds and have a lot of fun. Hey, I have not talked to you for a while, so I wanted to put something out, give you a little rockhounding tidbit, and talk about the wonderful area of Montana since I've been visiting it so much. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Again, check out the Diamond Mountain Mining.com if you want to find out about the Herkimer diamonds, and then go to rockhoundresource.com, and that gentleman there has all kinds of information on rockhounding in Montana, lots of links, pseudo maps. He does get commissions for the books he sells, but if you click on that, you can get the book and give Mr. Mike Rhea a little penny. He is a geologist here, so he's done a lot of research on this, and I'm sharing it with you, so give a little love to him as well. And that is it. Until next time, guys, remember, rockhounds don't die, they petrify. The end.